Hey everybody, Kalandra Vines here. Welcome to Crown by Fire and Good Vibes Lounge. I'm Kalandra, of course, and tonight we're having real conversations, sharing real stories, and creating a space where every voice matters. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's get into this. I have my first guest here. I'm gonna bring them to the stage. Can you see me? You hear me good?
I can. Hey, hey.
I think I can hear you. I can't hear you. Maybe your mic might be muted.
Can you hear me now?
Is your
Let's see.
mic muted?
Uh-uh. It's not muted.
Because I don't hear you.
Well,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you though.
What about now?
Let me see. Just make sure. Okay, yeah, mine's turned up. You might want to exit off again and then try. Um, I
Okay.
mean, it may be that because I did hear you for sure really good the first time,
Okay. Let's see.
but I definitely see you. Okay. But anyway, while we wait on Charles, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Crown by Fire and Good Vibes Lounge. Of course, Good Vibes Lounge is a place where we, network and we talk about what we have going on and we may you know, just share things from here and there. We might talk about different things. It's just a place where we sit back and we just have fun and we laugh and we just express ourselves. Now, Crown by Fire Survival is a show where I create a safe space where people come in and they talk about things they may have been through in life and and things that they may have overcome. You can I probably hear you now? I think I'll hear you now because I hear
Can you hear me?
something. Yes, I definitely can hear you. Okay,
Okay.
good. But Crown by Fire Survival is just a place where we create a safe space. We talk, and people may have been through things, overcome things, and we just try to create a safe space where people can talk about that and let other people know that they're not alone through the things that they've been through.
Yeah.
Um, Today, we have three different guests. My first guest right now is Dr. Charles Simmons Jr. I like to call him a friend of mine. I
Oh
I
yeah.
met you a few years back. I actually
hmm
was in need of some things. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how that went. And at that time, you came and you helped provide those things for my family.
hmm
I'm very appreciative of that, and I try to give back as well because a lot of different people need things, and I will not lie, I'm not short from that. I've needed things, I've needed help, and I'm glad that you have created those things for people to be able to do.
Oh yeah.
And and I'm thankful for that because now I've had a friend regardless of if I've been able to see you every day or actually meet you in person again. So
Right.
I like to think of you as a friend, and I thank God for you. So
Oh, I appreciate you.
um
We friends.
yeah,
Absolutely, we
yeah,
friends.
yeah. So thank you for taking the time out for being on Good Vibes Lounge, which is
Mhm.
also Crowned by Fire. And we'll jump a little bit right into it. Again,
Okay.
we have Dr. Charles Simmons Jr. And just tell us a little bit about you.
Well, what's up, everybody? Hey, man, my name is, as you can see, Charles Simmons. I have my doctorate in divinity and theology, so that's kind of like the world I'm in, and I got a chance to meet the amazing Calandra Vons some time ago. Been able to cross paths, just been able to meet and eat, and we all in our life at one time or another. Even today, there are things that I need, and I wouldn't be where I am had it not been and had if it's not had it not be for people assisting. But I'm Charles. I'm from Marshall, Texas. Went to college at Southern Arkansas University, and I am out. I am just a regular person who decided to say yes to the call in which I felt called to it. It served me well. It served my family well, and I got a chance to meet great people. I have three children.
Okay.
My oldest is 26. My middle child is 19 and just went to college. So y'all pray for me.
Yeah.
Up there at UCA. And my youngest, he's 14.
Yeah.
And man, the husband, the father, just that's who I am on the outside of me. And just grateful to be able to live life and hopefully enjoy it as best as I possibly can.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a overall great man, it sounds like to me. Congratulations to having some college students and I know how that is. I have children myself, so I know how that is. And a couple of them are grown, and then I have my two youngest, so I'm thankful for them to be in high school now.
Yeah.
Whew, I'll be glad when they all grown. I'm gonna tell you
Listen, blink your eyes. I'm telling you, blink your
no,
eyes,
for
and
real.
it'll be there. You'll be dropping them
Hmm.
off somewhere and be like, Lord, have mercy.
Yes, yes, yes,
Trust
yes.
me, I
And
know.
then I sit there and I think, now that they're grown, I sit here and I wonder about them at night, regardless. I'm like, still can't go anywhere. You still, but you gotta let
Yeah,
them do what they gotta do. So yeah,
yeah, you
but
do.
God got them. God got them
Yeah,
for sure. So now that we really kind of got into who you are and who may not know you, what they how they can get to know you or anything about your life, because a lot of people might not know who you are at all. Some
yeah,
people may know you and might not know a few of your personal things, so thank you for
right.
sharing that about your family. um One of my questions to you are, what are the experiences that shaped you as a man today, past your family and
Yeah,
past your calling? What
yeah,
led you up to wanting to get your doctorate and.
yeah. So, to I guess to make a long short less long, a long story less long. I grew up in Marshall, Texas. Played football all my life. And as like a lot of people, people choose what kind of trouble they end up getting in. Hopefully, the kind of
Oh,
trouble
okay.
sometimes people choose the trouble that hopefully doesn't cause them to have catastrophic consequences. There were some things that I got into that really put me in a position where I just really didn't feel, as much as my mom loved me, dad, and things of that nature raised me the right way. I had a very, very successful career in football. Yet I just didn't feel like I was the kind of person that God would love, or I was the kind of
Mm,
person that even deserved the kind of life that He wanted to afford to me. And so,
mhm,
with that being said, obviously, sometimes your mindset meets. Sometimes your mindset is married to your expectations, and your expectation
mhm,
doesn't exceed your mindset, right? So because I thought
mhm.
that low, right, I accepted things that low, right?
Yes,
Or because I didn't
yes.
think I deserved this or that, I accepted things that was, I guess, caused me to live beneath my potential. So I'm going through college and things of that nature, and then I end up getting invited to this church, and I have this encounter with God. It was authentic. It wasn't somebody who forced it. It wasn't someone who pushed it.
Mhm.
It was, I knew myself, and so I knew it wasn't something I was faking. It wasn't, and so I just kind of had this feeling and this experience with God that really changed my life, and wanted to pursue that. And so I started pursuing that in my personal life, right? And then during that time, a few years within that, I um felt like God was calling me to further dive a little bit deeper into not just the
Mhm.
experience personally, but then what would that look like from a professional side, right? Professionally,
Right.
and like anybody, well, no one would want a surgeon to be doing natural surgery on them without having the extensive knowledge, right?
Yes, yes,
Well, it's
right,
the same thing on
right.
the spiritual side, right? You shouldn't want
Yes.
someone doing spiritual surgery in your life
Mhm.
without
Mhm.
having at least have loved their craft, loved the God that they serve, and their profession enough to dig deeper into it. And
Right.
so, my pursuit for my degree, I was already pastoring. I was already at that point. I had already started my second church, so it wasn't for the sake of pastoring. It wasn't for to fulfill anyone outside of me wanting to dig deeper into what I felt like God was calling me into, and that's what caused me to pursue that degree in that.
Okay. Well, I like that. I can relate to that as well. I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in life, and
Yeah,
um, I've been guided, in on a spiritual path. I am one with God for sure, and I'm thankful that you respect, my spiritual opposed to, how you pursue your life as well. So thank you for
yeah,
that. A lot of people, and that makes a lot of sense. I go to school for criminal justice, so you know no one will probably want me sitting up trying to work cold cases or do certain things. They would, of course, love my help, but it would be good to know what I'm doing and know what I'm
right.
talking about as I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
and
for real.
likewise with my spirituality, I still welcome, you being a pastor and everything like that, and I respect that. So, I'm thankful for that. But when did you first realize that God had a specific purpose in your life? I know you talked about, you went to church, and just that one day you had an authentic, um, you know, maybe a hearing in your ear, maybe it was something that came to you, but you know, what is that? What was that? That specific, what happened?
I
Like
think,
what talk a little bit about that. What's that? What was that little buzz that you heard?
yeah,
Did you get the Holy Ghost?
yeah.
Did the pastor say
Did
something?
not get the Holy
Um
Ghost.
okay.
No, I
It's
was,
fine.
honestly, I so first there was like this personal encounter, right, and then
Hmm.
I I started attending church, and there's a lot of backdrop behind it. I wish I could say that as soon so there's a lot of in between of between my doctor's degree and my when God first then I had this personal encounter. So I
Hmm.
had this personal encounter, and during that happened during the time where I was suspended from college, right,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
for a number of
Yeah.
things,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
and both criminal there were criminal things and academic things. So during that
Okay.
time, so I go off, I leave Southern Arkansas University, I get suspended from there. I end up enrolling in TJC, Tyler Junior College, and so
Hmm.
I'm there, and then that's when this encounter happens. Well, I served out this my year worth of a suspension, and then I have this opportunity to come back to SAU. So I come back to SAU, but I come back to SAU without any mentors, without anyone to hold my hand. I'm just new Christian, and I don't have anybody that's
Hmm.
discipling me or walking with me. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So I wish I could say, man, after that I was uh, heaven bound and didn't never mess up, but that wasn't the case. After that,
Yeah.
I went into what the church would call this backsliding stage, and I
Mm,
really fell into a very deep, deep hole. So here I was, I had this encounter
mm,
with God, but then I'm out here trying to live this life that I'm not used to with no one helping me. And then I fall into this very, very, very deep hole. Well, I get invited
yeah.
to church there, and eventually I go to church, and so I'm there at the church, and I am going to service and things of that nature, and it's like maybe 50 women in the church, but only two men.
Mm,
So
mm.
at this time, I was a president of my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, one of the greatest fraternities
Okay.
ever. But I
Yeah,
was the president
yeah,
of
I
my
heard.
fraternity. You better know it. So I'm the
I
president of my
heard.
fraternity, and I feel like God really spoke to me and was like, "Hey, I want you to fill this house." And so the next
Mhm.
Sunday, I brought 8 men with me. The next time I
Okay.
brought like 12 something people with me. The next time I brought 30 some people. The next, before I knew it, like I was bringing 172 people with me. I know this because I had to take roll with
Wow.
no
Right.
vans. No,
Yeah.
we didn't have vans at the time. It wasn't cell phones like that.
Yeah.
Just inviting people to church. And I just was
Mm.
staying faithful to that. It wasn't me trying to be
Yeah.
anything. I wasn't walking around with a Bible all day. I was just being my authentic self. I was a starting
Yeah.
linebacker, president of my fraternity. I believe that God was using that influence um,
Mm.
to to draw people while at the same time really kind of shaping me. And
Yeah.
so, like it was during that time where I felt like God was calling me into more. And
Mm.
sometimes discernment is experiential, like it's experimental, excuse me. So sometimes it may not be a nudge, it may not be a the ceilings cracked open in the sky and
Mm-hmm.
the towers, and there was a large beam that came through and knocked me out of my seat. It's
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
experiential. It's like, yo, you try it, you feel like see if this is something that God is his hand on, is his hand behind, and you'll know kind of as you pursue it, and it's worked out well for me. It's been obviously confirmed multiple times, but it's worked out well
Yeah.
for me.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, let's see. Was there ever a season, and I think you did kind of mention that, where you question your purpose?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
that's yes.
Yeah, certainly have been.
Yes.
I think we all this. I think this is one area where we don't like to talk about because we have to be confident in social media. We have to feel like
Mhm.
we are 1,000% sure with everything. But the truth of the
Right.
matter is, there are seasons where we may not talk about it, but there are seasons where we don't even have to worry about people questioning us. We have to overcome that. But there are seasons where we
Mhm.
question our own self, right? And yeah,
Mhm.
there's been multiple times I have questioned like my purpose. Is this something I'm supposed to do? And even not just is this something I'm supposed to do, but let's say for if I was sure on last week, all right, God, is this
Mhm.
still something I'm supposed to do this week? I was sure on last
Yeah.
year, but has that season dried up? Am I supposed to continue to operate in this? But yes, I have questioned that a number of times, and I think some of that is healthy. On one side, to
Yeah.
continue to question God because of a lack of security, or
Mhm.
you really don't believe that you have what it takes, or some people have um, they have shared or exposed you to enough negativity where it's now causing you to
Mhm.
question yourself. Obviously, those things are unhealthy. But I think there
Yes.
is a healthy side at saying, God, am I still moving in the direction you want me to go? Am I still
Right.
serving in the office you want me to serve in? Or is there something different that you want me to do in this season?
Yes, I think we all do that for sure.
Yeah.
I do that. I think I question myself probably on both ends, the negative and the positive side, every single day. So yeah, I question: is this my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? In every single day and every single month that I continue on, I find different things that I'm able to do, and so I like to call myself the Jill of trades, but I like to have many hats.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for, learning it. And sometimes I know, okay, that season has ran its course and it's something different that I'm supposed to be doing now. So yeah, but it's all to me going to lead up to what I'm actually trying to accomplish, which is by 45, I'm hoping to have my own little like PI service where I help do code cases and help find
Come
missing people and
on.
stuff. So yeah, so I think that all leads to that. So I think we all question ourselves, for sure. Let's talk a little bit about faith and identity. A little
Yeah.
bit. Um, you may have froze a little bit, and if so, you can exit out and come back in if that happens throughout your time.
Okay.
Also, but I can see you. Um, your statement, I believe, and I may be wrong, I may be quoting it a little different, but it says, I am who God says I am. What
Yeah.
does that mean to you personally?
Well, I'll definitely explain that. So somehow, so did it freeze? It froze when I was
It
smiling.
did freeze. It did freeze. You can come back up if you need to and answer that, and I'll say the question.
Okay.
Um, Hey, Miss Carla. Anybody that's in here, and if you are watching this, make sure you are tuning in to Carla's channel, Heart to Heart. That is a good friend of mine. I'm very thankful for her. She has actually, I went and met her in Atlanta, and absolutely a great person, and now a great friend and sister of mine. Make sure y'all are tuning in and checking out her podcast. It is called Carla's Heart to Heart Podcast. So make sure y'all check that out. As as also, Miss KV Dorsey, she'll probably be in here later. Make sure y'all are checking out her platform as well. I absolutely adore these two ladies. So thank you. Thank you. Please go and make sure you are you're welcome. You're welcome. Make sure you are liking this episode, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, YouTube, Facebook, um, all. I'm pretty sure I'm on all social media platforms, so make sure y'all are tuning into that. Um, I You're not frozen. You can see me. Can you hear
I
me,
can. Can
Charles?
you hear me?
Now I can't hear you.
It's crazy.
The devil
It's
try to
crazy.
get won't let us get this word out. It's okay. It's okay. While we work on Charles getting back in here, I want to thank everybody for tuning in who have actually been following me through, these past few years. I try to stick with it. I try to stay consistent in everything that I do. Um, I am very thankful for the person that I am today. I try so hard to, do my best. And for those who hadn't seen, we'll talk a little bit about me being on the dean's list at University of Phoenix. I'm very proud of myself. I have been slack in the past couple of weeks. I will not lie to you guys. We're human. I procrastinate, but um I'm trying to push myself back into there, get back in my routine, and know that sometimes we're gonna go through things, and you're still human at the end of the day. um so you know I'm very thankful, like I say, for the person that I am continuing to try to be. um while we wait on Charles, I'm going to go to a little break. Again, just give me one moment and we'll tune back in. Thank you everybody who are actually watching and commenting. I appreciate you so much. We'll be right back. Can you hear me? You hear me?
Can you hear
Hey
me?
Charles. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, good. Okay. We're going to jump right back into it.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, so I
I'm
switched computers.
Hey, it's okay. It's no worries. I'm gonna be able to fix all this, chop all of that up. It's okay. Like again, thank you again for the people who are actually watching and staying tuned. This is always new to me every time I do this. So, for the ones who will be watching this later, it won't, be long and like this, and all these breaks will be chopped up. So, we won't have to worry about that. But, okay. So let's get back into that question. I said, for your statement says, I am who God says I am. What
Yeah.
does that mean to you personally?
Yeah. So personally, I think that's a statement that helps me stay rooted to address some of what comes my way from the outside, but it also helps me address myself, meaning when I don't always feel like I am what God says I am. So what I mean
Mm,
is this: there are times where we all have to overcome a number of things, uh, people's opinions and accusations and all of this stuff from the outside, right?
Yes,
That's one
yes.
thing. But we often have to overcome not just what's happening on the outside, but also the internal battles that we have as well. The battles that we
Mm-hmm.
may have in our mind. Like God says in his word that we're the hand and not the tail, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
above and not beneath, or I'm the lender and not the borrower. And I don't always necessarily feel, when I look at my bank account, I don't feel like I'm the lender and not the
Yeah,
borrower, right?
yeah, I know, right?
When I when I feel, I mean, when I look at how sometimes people assume certain things and have their own personal opinions about you and have no idea what you do really, except for what they see on social media,
Mm-hmm.
then you have these internal battles, and I don't always feel like I'm the head and not the tail, or above and not beneath. So that
Yeah.
statement, "I am who God says I am," helps me. It helps me say, "Okay, God, even if I don't feel like
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm your son, even if I don't feel like there's an expected end for me that is good and not of
Mm-hmm.
evil, I will rest on the fact that I am who you say I am, not how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
not what
Right.
other people say about me, not my past, not my
Right.
mistakes, not the things I struggle with, but I am
I
who you
agree.
say.
I agree, and I actually have a good understanding about that statement. I like that statement for sure.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I like that. I like that. What does your relationship with God look like when nobody is watching?
yeah, man, 100% real.
Yeah, yeah, for
Look,
sure.
when nobody else is watching, I don't have to filter it.
Uh,
I don't have to be sure about stuff I'm not sure about, right? I
yeah.
don't have to worry about judgment. I can be everything that I am
Mhm.
without having to worry about someone using that against me. And so, man, behind
Yeah.
the scenes, like I study, I read, I'm an advocate, learn, like I'm always trying to learn something. So I read a lot, I read a lot
Mhm.
of books, I read a lot of God's
I
word.
see that.
And man, I just have real conversations with God while I really I just have real conversations with him. God is my life. I wouldn't be where I am, and this isn't,
Yeah.
see, it's not a churchy type of situation. Like, I know what I was. One day, if I had a loan, I have to write it in a book to be able to share everything that God has really brought me out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know how, like, some people don't even know all your story. They don't even know all your
Mhm.
story, and they don't want to have
Mhm.
anything to do
Mhm.
with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
knows my story, and not
Yes.
only does He
Yes.
still want to love me, He actually wants to
Mhm.
use me to help people encounter the same
Woo.
kind of relationship. My
And
What
sometimes
does it
that's a
look like behind the
struggle.
scenes? It is. It is. It's a real
Sometimes that's a
struggle.
struggle. And God, you really want to use me, Lord. Whew.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I
Yes.
understand that. I understand that for sure, for sure. I like someone always says, or that's around me. It's what matters the most is what you do when no one else is watching.
Yeah.
I absolutely love when he says that because it matters. It actually matters, and he'll pop back up there. But it actually matters when no one is watching. So what you do when no one is watching is what actually matters the most. I think that's for sure where we get integrity at. Um, but while we wait on him to come back, of course, and again, I want to thank everybody for watching. We will probably have these difficulties throughout the show, which will be okay. I'm streaming on a different app, and sometimes I don't think the devil wants us to get the word out. When he sees that you're doing something good, it's always something that they'll try to put static in and try to stop or try to make something be, something that it shouldn't. So again, I'm very thankful for having Dr. Charles Simmons Jr. come on and talk and talk about his life, talk about his connection with Christ and God and and how he helps other people and tries to bring as many people as he can on this faith based path. So again, everybody that's watching, I hope someone can relate. I hope um this helps you. And that's what my mission is. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to try my best to do what God has here for me to do, and that I know it's bigger than my thoughts. It's bigger than what I think. So yeah, I hope this is helping someone, and I'm sure he'll get back on here soon. So here in a minute, we're going to talk back to Charles. um if you are watching, one of my questions to my audience is, who are you behind closed doors? Who are you? That same person outside of those doors? um does that matter to you, long as you have Christ, or long as you have God on your side, or long as you feel like none of that matters, as long as I'm doing God's work? And what does that look like? Can you relate to that at all? I am a spiritual person, but before I was a Christian, and I'll still say I am a Christian, but a very spiritual one. So again, I want to thank Charles for coming on and speaking about, everything that goes on with him, and how he's, helping others. So while we wait on him to come back, I'll take another small break, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Boom, boom.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it's okay. Now I can't hear you.
Oh
Is
my
your
god.
Wi-Fi on by chance? Okay, I was gonna say maybe it's the Wi-Fi. Um, we can try to. I can't end my end, but again, you can try again once more. I don't know why it comes back in and then it doesn't, and then I can't hear you, but then it comes back and I can hear you. But let's try that just for sure.
Are you able to hear me? Still can't hear me.
Can you
Look,
see me now and hear me? Can you hear me? Mm.
well,
Yeah, I don't know.
just I'm sorry. I gotta make sure I can hear you
I
now.
definitely can't hear you. Anybody in the chat, can they hear
Okay,
Charles? Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear Charles or if y'all can hear me for sure?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
You can hear us both? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear. I
Well,
can hear.
if you can hear us both, I can't hear you though. Let me see. One second. Let me put these in just to see. Say something now, Charles.
Something now,
See, my
Charles.
side is old. Hmm. Let me check something on my side. Hmm.
Hey, Carla, can you still hear me? Um,
Okay, say something now, Charles.
something now, Charles.
I don't know why I can't hear you. Maybe it's my phone.
Okay, so
Okay.
Carla can't hear me. So she can hear us, but
See,
oh
she
wait,
can
she was.
hear us both. Let me see if I can remove myself from the stage and come back.
Oh, well, hey, what's up, everybody? I am not your host. However, your host will be joining really, really soon. Oh man, technology is crazy. Sometimes technology just do its own thing.
Hmm. What about now?
What about now?
Yeah, I definitely can't hear you. I don't know why. That's a little frustrating.
You want me to leave and come back?
Yeah, try that because I don't know
Okay.
why. Yeah, maybe it was because I tried to I don't know. Thank you, Miss Carla, for staying and watching. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I'll hear him here in a second. Uh, I'm gonna see. Yeah, this StreamYard stuff. I don't know. I seen this other app that I like. I'm gonna try it, but
I'm back. Like I
okay.
never left.
What about now?
I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Yeah, see, StreamYard is yes, StreamYard is really doing the most at the moment, which is not good on my end because I actually can't even. I had no sound last week. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, um,
Okay,
let's try.
I'm gonna try to go live on go on my get on my phone. Hold on. If you can hear me, Charles, I'm gonna try to get on my phone really quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Stream. Um, Enter studio. Okay, I'm gonna exit down really quick and try to enter this way.
Well, if you're still on, it is it is I, not the host again, but the amazing Calandra shall be popping back on really, really soon. Technology is crazy though. You always have like technical difficulties, and one of the things that COVID helped us do is just get used to it.
Okay, now I can hear you. So Maybe it was my iPad. Yeah, but I definitely can hear you now. So,
Okay,
um, yeah, we're
we
gonna
back
jump
on
right
it.
back in it. Yeah, because okay. So I know we just killed about 10, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna kind of ask you a couple other questions.
Okay.
What is something you've learned? Well, what is something you've had to unlearn in order to become the man you are today? What did you have to, as far as in discipline, in you
In
know?
discipline. All right, I'm gonna answer this question by answering a piece of the last question too. You talked about you talked about, are you the same person behind the scenes as you are
Mhm.
in front of everybody? And
Right.
I think there's a real conversation that we do not like to admit.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, right, I'm a follower of, I mean, I know different people have different whatever. I'm a follower of Christ. He was
Mm-hmm.
the most discreet person ever, yet the
Mm-hmm.
most authentic person as well. I think
Mm-hmm.
that the conversation that we don't like to have is that the truth is you cannot be, you can always be authentic, but that don't mean you can always be as transparent in front of
Mm-hmm.
everybody that you are, like you can be behind the scenes. The truth is, as much real as people want from Kalundra, everybody can't handle as much real as you can give them.
No, for real. No, no,
Yeah,
that's for real
yeah,
now.
for real, for real.
You know.
They want you. People say things like you be the same person behind the scenes. That yeah, you're the same person as in person, right?
Mhm.
But but how you display that and who you can actually trust your full authentic self with, is
Yeah.
not is not always the same. So what discipline have I had to learn? That one. That has
Mm.
been one of the hardest disciplines for me to learn because me, I'm just a man. I love people. I love hugging on people. I love just being whatever. You know what I've learned? That
What?
people, they, because of their past experiences, their past hurts, maybe past pains and disappointments, false expectations or failed expectations,
Mm.
that have been projected on their life. Sometimes that pain is projected on you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've had to learn the discipline of discretion.
Mm.
That as much
I
as
like
I
that.
want to be everything that I want to be my
Yeah.
authentic self, I've had to learn how to be discreet and ultimately how to still give people authenticity while at the same
Mhm.
time understanding the discipline of being
Like this.
authentic without always being 100% transparent. Excuse me,
Yeah.
100% transparent and be like, because
Yeah.
everybody can't automatically handle everything that you
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
say and or do, especially and still respect you. You think about it. Like our kids would probably say we're probably one of some of the most realest people that they know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we able to our household, our families, everybody have
Mhm.
the code, their own codes within their families, right? That
Yes.
that the
Yeah.
other world don't see. Yet they would still say, "My mom is real," right?
Right.
And your
Right.
kids, and you know that your kids still didn't get everything. You still
Yep.
held certain things away, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's I've had to learn that, man.
Yeah.
And that I think that's probably been one of the largest pain points for me is to
Yeah.
realize, like, dog it, um, that I have to withhold back sometimes all of who Charles really is or who he wants to be,
Mm-hmm.
um, because of not for myself, but for the sake of people, so that
Hmm.
ultimately I can be as effective as I want to be,
Yeah.
um, all because of that. Yeah,
Yeah. And sometimes I have a hard time with not letting people know too much because I try to be as authentic as I can. And sometimes, me being authentic and my authentic self, a lot of people cannot handle that for sure,
right.
especially in the things that I've been through lately. Uh, so, yeah, I like that. What are you currently building that you're most passionate about?
Yeah, honestly, man, right now I'm most passionate about two things. Obviously, our church is 4 years old here in Little Rock. So I'm passionate about building a community. We've been blessed with the location here, but we've outgrown it. And so really just kind of I'm passionate about that. And but the thing I'm passionate about the most is building leaders, building people, like helping people who have a dream, who have a vision, be all that they are called to be. So
Yeah.
I kind of sold my life out, sold my life in a sense. I say sold my life. I've dedicated my life to really building like the church, building up the kingdom. Been a great advocate for it. Now I feel
Right.
like I'm able to start stepping into a season where I can kind of
Okay.
focus a little bit more on some things that I want to do personally, like build the leaders,
Yeah.
and be able to focus on some things like that. And so that's what I'm excited about right now.
Okay. So one thing I want to ask you about is, did you come up with the name Connect Church?
Yeah, so I did, but it's from a theological conviction.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a conviction in Matthew chapter number 9. Now, when I say came with the word connect, obviously there were other churches that was named Connect Church, right?
Uh-huh.
Obviously. So, but we're not connected to those churches.
Mhm.
My name came from a theological conviction. In Matthew chapter number 9, you see this picture where you heard the phrase, "The harvest is plentiful, the laborers are few." You probably
I
experienced
have.
that maybe in your business where you
Yes.
got all of this work that need to be done, only two people that's doing it, right? But the harvest is
Right.
plentiful. The harvest is plentiful. A lot of work that needs to be done, but only a few people do it. Well, prior
Right.
to when he says that, he gives this story. It talks about
Mm-hmm.
how Jesus is walking around and he's ministering, he's doing all these miracles and things throughout these temples and these synagogues, and he just has this moment where he pauses and he sees. And
Mm-hmm.
scripture says he described what he saw, that he saw sheep, that he saw people that was aimless and confused,
Mm-hmm.
distressed, and some versions say distressed and despair,
Mm.
and they were like sheep without a shepherd, right?
Okay.
So they
Right.
were like sheep without a shepherd, not necessarily saved or unsaved. That didn't necessarily, he didn't point that out. He just said they were like, what he saw was like sheep without a shepherd, right?
Yes.
And then he says, so he tells the disciple, he says, therefore, pray to the Lord of the harvest
Mm-hmm.
so that he may send laborers into the harvest field, because
Mm-hmm.
the harvest is plentiful, but the
Mm-hmm.
laborers are few.
Yes.
So what we see this picturesque portrait basically of what happens when sheep, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So
Mm-hmm.
sheep without a shepherd are aimless, confused, don't have like the actual answer. So we see a picturesque portrait of what happens when sheep are not connected to the shepherd. No
Mm-hmm.
matter about saved or unsaved or where you are,
Yeah.
because you can if you know the answer, you can still be somewhat in what other people on the outside may consider shambles, but still have peace because you are connected. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so the name Connect Church kind of came from that theological conviction that our mission is simply to
Mm-hmm.
help as many people possible connect to God and then
Yes.
live the
Yes.
kind of life he wants them to live, which is a transformed life. Jesus said, I came that you may, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's his assignment.
Mm-hmm.
But I came that you may have life and life to the full, or life more abundantly. Our assignment is not just to connect you to God, but help you live the kind
Yes.
of life that Jesus said you can have.
I like that. I definitely like that. Okay. Okay. So before we end out, what is God teaching you right now?
Man, I almost spit out my coffee. I think I'm
Well,
learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot in
mhm,
this season, man. I am one of those I'm not overly optimistic, but
mhm,
I'm a very optimistic person. And I think that probably one of the hardest lessons I'm learning is you can want something for someone more than they may want it for themselves. And
that's
I know
true.
that is understood, but I
Hmm.
I feel like that even though I know that, I still try to find a way to bring them, or to bring it out of them, or to help them get what I feel like that they
Hmm.
can have. But I'm having to realize that you can only kind of walk people through certain steps until their hunger
kind of meets what it is that you see, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
see this with relationships all the time, where one
Hmm.
party in the relationship or the other feels like I feel like I can be the one that can change
Yeah.
this or
Yeah.
that in you, right?
Yeah.
But at the end
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
day, that person has to want it enough for themselves. They have to be hungry enough to
Hmm.
where they're ready to eat at the table that you're laying out. So
That's
that's
true.
probably one of the hardest lessons I'm learning
Because,
right
honey,
now.
you can have the table, you can have the food and all of that, but you can't make them pick up the fork, the spoon, eat it,
No,
put it in their mouth, and nothing, swallow it.
no, you
Yeah,
can't.
you can't. You can't. I understand
A
that.
whole buffet.
Um,
Like you have everything right there, right?
yes, right there. A very important question I want to ask you is, what do you want your legacy to say about you? Like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave?
Yeah. That's such a good question, man. Oh my God. That's such a good question.
Hmm.
I think that there are a lot of things I would like to say, I believe. But
Hmm.
ultimately I believe that I would want my legacy to say that he loved his family, he loved his kids, he loved the assignment that God gave him, and he did everything he could to help people be all that they could be.
Hmm. Hmm. I like
And I
that.
think that's simply that.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Um, one last question. Um, After everything you survived, everything you've learned, and everything you're building, who is God calling you to become next? Who do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah, who do you think He wants you to become next?
Man, I think God is called. I know this is gonna sound really cliche, but really
All
like the
right.
best version of myself. And
No,
this
I like that.
the best version of myself. I've spent a lot of time helping companies with
Mm,
retention rates and building out systems and operations and things of that nature for churches and companies and
mhm,
all and people and things of that nature. And I've done that a lot of times at the expense of myself.
mm, yeah.
And there are times where in the early part of my life I probably would have felt like God was calling me to do that, but in this
Mhm.
latter part of my life I'm like, you know what, I don't know, God actually, I think God wanted me to do that, but not at the expense of me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be there for yourself because if we're not here for self for sure, and I'm learning that still every day. How can we accomplish any of these things? How can we help others? How can we
Yeah,
still continue every single day, So
yeah,
I
I've
definitely
learned this.
agree with you.
The best
Yeah.
thing, Calandra, you can ever give anybody is your best self.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The best thing
Yeah.
you ever give your kids, your job, your careers, your followers, your businesses is your
Yeah.
best self. So for
Yeah.
me, I believe what God is calling me to be in this next season is my best self,
Mm-hmm.
not for the sake of everybody else, my
Yeah.
best self for
For
me,
you.
so that
Yeah.
I can be what I need to be for everybody else, for
Yeah.
myself,
And
and then everybody else.
we a lot of the times when we're in families, like we're moms or dads and husbands and wives and sisters and brothers, we don't understand that, you know, we're not there for ourselves first until
Right,
we go through all of this stuff with, family, friends and whatnot. And then we're like, my piece is what I'm going for. This is what I want, and that's where I'm at in
right,
this season for sure. So yeah, I can agree with you. Being your best self is the most important thing because if you don't do that and you don't focus on that, especially in this season or the next season, um, you're just gonna be running around in a circle.
yeah,
I feel like so.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything you want to leave us with? Anything you want to tell us about? Please let us know your platforms. And again, I want to thank you for being on Good Vibes Lounge and
oh
Crown by
yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm sorry that we had so many
It's
so
okay.
many, yeah, some of the internet stuff, but or camera stuff. I don't know what was going on, but I
Yeah.
believe that we'll have other opportunities, and whoever the parts that God want people to hear, they will hear. For
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
I'll say you can find me on Facebook as Charles E. Simmons Jr. or Dr. Charles Simmons Jr. You can find me on Instagram as Dr. Charles Simmons Jr. As well. And if you're in the Little Rock area, we would love to have you at Connect Church. And
Yeah.
we have a service that's coming up this upcoming Sunday, called the All In service, and we'll be at the City Center. So we won't be at our location this upcoming Sunday, August 30th. At 10:30 a.m., August 30th, we'll be at the City Center, which is on Shackelford here in Little Rock. And we would just love for any and everybody to come in. It's going to be a really, really special service and a great time together.
Okay, okay. Well, everybody, please go. If you are in the Little Rock area, please go check out Connect Church and Dr. Charles Simmons. I really appreciate you. Really, really, really appreciate you. And thank you for being here. And thank you for continuing. This is going to be all cut up, so you won't even be able to see anything. But the most important part is you won't see all this, stuff that was kind of there. But
Well,
again, thank you
listen, it's all
so
good.
much for thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate you and I hope we talk again really soon.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I can't wait to see you real soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.
So everybody, thank you again. While we're transitioning over to our next guest, I'm gonna give us like a little 3 or 4 minute break, and then I'm gonna come back in and we'll have our next guest. I don't want to say her name wrong. I'm gonna let her, of course, come and tell me her name and how to say it. But my next guest is Veronica. I believe she goes by a different name, but so I don't want to mess that up until she gets in here and just tells me a little bit more about her. But she is a artist, a domestic violence survivor, and overall, I'm pretty sure a very, very great person. And we're going to talk to her about everything she has going on. If y'all give me about a good 3 to 5 minute break. Please come back and watch. Thank you so much. Again, I want you to check out Miss Carla's Heart to Heart podcast. And while we're waiting, I'll get back with you guys. Thank you. Hello, we're back. Okay. So while I add my next guest, y'all give me 1 second, get this all together. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate you for being here. Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
hello.
Hi. How are
Hi. No, I
you?
can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No,
Okay.
no.
Let's see. Let's see. Mm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back down 1 second.
Yes, I think it's.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't hear. No,
okay.
it's like muted or something.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, what about now? Can
hello.
you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can see you, but
No.
I can't hear you. No.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Okay, try to exit out and come back up.
Okay, go back out.
Like
Okay.
X,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Okay. How do you do
Let's
that?
see. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back. While we wait on my next guest to come back, I appreciate everybody that is on here. There's gonna be difficulties again. We're gonna work through those. I'll try to be a little bit better come next week, you guys. So I appreciate you for sticking with me and taking these small breaks with me while we come back. Our next guest is gonna be. This is gonna be an awesome, awesome, awesome conversation. As soon as I get her back up here, we're gonna start. Let's see. What about now? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's try to catch it up. It'll come back. Um, but everybody, thank you guys for, tuning in, sticking with me while we work through all the kinks. Hey, can you hear me
Yes.
now?
Yes, I hear you. Yes. Hello.
No. See, Miss Carla May can hear me, but let's see. I can't still hear you, but don't you stay right there. If you can you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I can't hear you. Okay. I'm gonna exit out, but you stay here.
Okay. Okay.
What about now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I can't hear you. Let me try my earphones.
Oh no.
So, long story short, with you being able to hear me, we had these
Yes.
difficulties a little bit the other day, I mean earlier in this episode. Um I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Okay, try to go back up one more time. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll try one. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
this is
All right.
I don't understand. Um, while we work that out, you guys, we're just trying to get this figured out. Okay, long story short, StreamYard,
Hello? Oh, it's two of me. Oh my god. Hello? Oh boy.
I don't know why I would have two of me, but we're gonna remove
Hello?
you from this page.
Yeah, I don't hear. I can see you. Oh,
Okay, let's try this again. Now, can you hear me?
hello?
I can hear you now. Okay, so let's try this a little bit.
Yeah, I could. Oh boy.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you now. I don't
Yeah,
know
I could
what's
see
going on.
you, but I can't hear you. No.
Oh, but you can't hear me? Oh, see, now I can hear you. That's crazy. Hmm. That's
Yeah.
What about now? Can you hear me? No, no, hear me. I'm so sad about this. I'm sad. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me? Mm, That's just wow.
I can
Yeah,
see you, but no.
that's so crazy. I don't know if I have anybody in the comments. I'm so sad.